Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Eric Sockness coming to you from Don Johnson Motors in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. Today we are sitting in the seat of a 2017 Chevrolet Camaro SS convertible, and we're going to talk about all the goodies this little car is going to give you in the summertime. We're going to start inside the vehicle by looking at the Chevrolet MyLink Infotainment Center. Now this is going to be the technology hub of the vehicle. So if you want to run audio settings, that's done through here. If you want to hook up a phone or two, you can do that on here as well. This does have OnStar navigation. Keep in mind you do have to have an OnStar subscription for that to work, but it is there if you want it. You can also run through the infotainment center settings on here, as well as download some shop apps that you can do through one of the Chevrolet links as well. It's a pretty cool system, and if you have questions about that, ask me about it when you stop in. Also below that we have the climate control center of the vehicle. Now if you notice, there's two huge vents down here, but not only are these vents, but if you look at the bezels of these vents, these are actually turning bezels. And if you notice, what I'm doing is I'm actually changing the temperature of the vehicle by turning this bezel, and you can see that on the infotainment center. But also I can control the fan speed here, and that's also indicated up there on the infotainment center, which is pretty cool. And if you don't pay attention to these icons, it's actually hard to find that control system, but it's pretty neat. Now below that we do have the shift knob, and this vehicle is an automatic vehicle, but I wouldn't let that deter you from driving this vehicle or buying this vehicle, because having a 6.2 liter V8 engine at 455 horsepower and 455 foot-pounds of torque, whether it's an automatic or a manual transmission, this vehicle is just a blast to drive. And speaking of transmission, I'm going to bring us over here to look at the paddle shifters this vehicle has. So all we do is put this vehicle in drive, and we can paddle shift through those 8 gears, and it's just awesome to drive. Also looking at our instrumentation cluster up here, I have all of the instrument cluster information I would ever want as an enthusiast, which would be my oil temperature, engine temperature, as well as, of course, gas and voltage coming out of the battery. But also, if you'll notice, I'm going to flip on one thing here, guys. Obviously, we do have the fuel economy, the average speed, that kind of thing up here, trip information. But I also have different drive modes. So I have snow and ice, track, sport, and tour mode. So these are going to make the vehicle handle and control completely different from any of the other modes. Now it does have a snow and ice mode, but I do want to warn you, even though there's a snow and ice mode, this is not a vehicle for snow and ice. I've driven on snow and ice, and it doesn't handle that great. But you get this thing on dry pavement, and it's going to just handle like a dream for you. I can promise you that. Now I'm going to step outside the vehicle so you can see what it looks like on the outside as well. But before we step outside, I want you to hear what this engine sounds like, and it is just phenomenal. I can actually feel the whole vehicle move because of the torque inside that engine, and it is just awesome. Stepping outside though, we're going to take a look at that beautiful bright red color, and it is just a stunner, you guys. Also, this is the convertible mode, or convertible version, so we do have that black cloth top. We're going to take a look at the SS badging right there. That is absolutely awesome. And of course, those huge aluminum alloy wheels. Camaro badging up here on the front. If you guys have any questions about this vehicle or any other vehicle that we sell here at Don Johnson Motors, look me up. My name is Eric Sockness, 715-475-1416. Again, 715-475-1416. Thanks, guys.